Happy New Year, guys!
Happy New Year!
We hope you guys had a wonderful time with family during the season of Christmas and New Year's and just spending time with family. We had a wonderful time with our families. My parents are actually here visiting us, and we just really enjoy their company and get to play with our daughter Adeline and just get to spend a little more time with them. And so, but we just want to jump right in to kind of share with you guys kind of like a recap of just on the recent Christmas outreach that we did. And the name of Jesus was heard in all these schools and all over Northeast Taiwan, especially to a lot of the teachers, principals, even school directors, and especially students. We reached out to about 1,200 students and about 17 schools, 18 programs. This year our theme is When God Became Man, and we believe that we've done a good job in the past couple of years, just sharing about the birth of Jesus. Jesus was born in a manger, and 3 wise men, and everything that we've heard of. But this year, the reason why we want to focus on When God Became Man is because here in Taiwan, a lot of people would compare or even rank about different gods. Like, my God is older, my God is more powerful, my God is higher than yours, and it has to do with the age. Most of the times, like Confucius and different gods that started at this time, and like when they talk about Jesus, well, how old is your God? And we will say, well, usually we think about like Jesus was born about 2,000 years ago on this day and this time. But one thing the reason we want to tell them, to share with them about when God became man, was because he was the first and the last. He's the beginning and the end. And so he was always there, and he will always be there. And he was there in the beginning. Jesus didn't start only just 2,000 years ago. And so this is just one of the things that we really feel like we wanted to even just emphasize in the schools. And so, yeah, we had a wonderful time. It was such a good experience for us going in, even though there was a lot of events. But even when Sarah, you'll see in the video, even when the kids even when we were teaching them the songs, just the kids shouting, singing, dancing with the moves that we taught them, and just seeing just the look on their faces just really touches our hearts. Just seeing these kids, and we believe that the seeds are being planted in the lives of these students, and we believe that the next couple of years that these kids will hear about God and will understand, will understand the gospel in a deeper way.
Yeah, and God really just gave us a lot of favor with all of the schools, especially the school faculty, teachers, even principals, school directors. When we went into the schools, almost all of them, mostly all the teachers would come together, and they would also be holding the posters, so they were seeing the stories, they were reading it. We had it in English and Chinese. They were reading it. They got the full meaning of it. They knew what we were saying, and nothing stopped them from stopping us to spread this word with these kids, or to these kids. And so, like Matthew was saying, while we were singing the songs, they were shouting out Jesus, they were shouting out he is the light of the world, and just those kind of things. It's just so amazing to see, especially when you can go into all these public schools and you're able to share this. So God really did show us so much favor with all of the schools, and it was just amazing that we got to also hopefully touch teachers' hearts as well, and principals and school directors, and so that was also amazing to see. So we just kind of wanted to show you some video footage, also some photos, and just talk to you a little bit about what we do on a day-to-day basis. And just kind of want to explain a little bit about what NETCA is, Northeast Taiwan Christian Association. It's a church planting ministry, so basically our goal is to go along the coast of Northeast Taiwan, planting churches in each of these different villages, and there's about a strip of 14 to 15 different villages along the coastal area, and most of them do not have churches. But praise the Lord for NETCA. Since NETCA has been here, we have planted 3 churches already, 3 locations, one in Audi, one in Fulong, and one in Dashi.
So on a weekly basis, let's talk about Sunday first. So on Sundays, we meet at our Fulong location. That is where it's a more central location. It's kind of like in between the 3 churches. It's actually pretty central. And there's a train station, so people can come from different towns and even from Taipei City. And people even coming from Yilan and come all the way to our church. And it's because the train station really makes it easier for transportation for people to come. And so on Sunday, we meet every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. And so kind of like my role and my responsibilities is that making sure that people get to the church from Audi where we live, and also just making sure the whole service or the whole program, everything is run accordingly to what we've planned or scheduled. And so even from announcements, taking up tithes and offerings, and including even interpretation, translating from English to Mandarin, and just a lot of things that we all kind of contribute to make the service happen. So that's Fulong Church. The other 2 churches happen during the week. We have Audi Church and Dashi Church. Audi is actually where we live, and right now we actually have a Taiwanese speaking service here in Audi, and it's every Thursday night from 6 a.m. is when we start our fellowship meal. PM, yes, PM. And so then we start the service, we start worshiping, and then we have a message, and it's mainly done in Taiwanese, because we know a lot of the Taiwanese speaking people, when they hear their heart language, and it really speaks to them. And so that's Audi Church. And every Tuesday night down in Dashi, which is actually Yilan, Toten's Dashi. And so we meet there every Tuesday night. Sometimes it's more of like a small group setting, but sometimes it's done in a kind of like a preaching kind of way. And we meet down there. There's some surfers, there's some local people, and it's just different than Full and Audi. And so we're down there as well. Yeah, these are the 3 churches that we have so far.
Yeah, and we've had different weekly ministries before. Right now, one of our steady ones is every Tuesday morning we'll go into one of the local schools, and we'll basically have like it's not a whole class, but just a time slot that they give us to come in for about 30 minutes just to spend time with the kids, build relationships with them, and also we have a curriculum we go in and teach, and it's kind of like character building, and we use that to just teach them good character. We also sing songs with them and just spend time with the kids, building relationships with them, and hopefully we invite them to church. And so that's one of the things that we do during the week. And so we really love being able to build relationships with kids like that. And so that's our day-to-day ministry, and so a lot of that also includes just visiting people, like when we see people in the street, just talking to them and inviting them to church, and so we wanted to share with you some of our prayer requests for us personally, and also for the ministry as well. One of the main prayer requests is for more harvesters, more workers, more people to come alongside and partner with us here on the ground in Audi and Fulong and Dashi. We're just praying for people who will just really have a heart for this ministry, have a heart for reaching out to the people of Northeast Taiwan, and just really, or people who are committed to a long-term investment in the people here, because in the Bible it says the harvest is plenty but the laborers are few, and so we're kind of experiencing that a little bit right now. But praise the Lord, we recently just added a local Taiwanese to our staff, so which has helped tremendously. She can speak Mandarin and Taiwanese, which helps us really well with building relationships with the local people in this area. A lot of them are elderly, and so they can only speak Taiwanese. And so having more Taiwanese speakers it helps a lot.
Yeah, we also want to be praying for, you can see our second child is sitting right here with us.
About to be born.
About to come out. We're what? How many weeks we are?
I think 36.
Are we? 36. It'll be 37 weeks. So baby's basically, could be out next week, anytime. Since Sarah, we're ready to have this baby. So I think Sarah's more ready than I am. So just be praying for us. Pray for smooth delivery. Just even having this addition member to the family that we don't know how the dynamics will work. Everyone was telling us having an additional baby is not like 1 + 1. You just have 2 kids. It's like having 5 kids. We don't know yet, but
we're excited.
But God's going to give us the grace to. Anyway, so just want you guys to keep us in your prayers, and also, so we also would like you guys to be lifting up our leaders, directors, Richard and Jesse, as they lead the ministry. We just want to pray for protection, guidance, and wisdom, and how this ministry that's being here in Northeast Taiwan.
There's so many decisions, so many big things that are not our decision to make, or any other staff, but there's a lot of things that come in, and people that come in, and we just really hope that as they lead this ministry, that God would really just give them the strength and the endurance to keep running this race, and so please also lift them up in our prayers as well.
All right, we hope your 2019 has been wonderful.
And we want to thank you guys so much for just partnering with us
Thank
again.
you guys. Thank you so much.
It is just it's an amazing blessing for us to see how God is faithfully using so many of you through prayer and through financial support to just help us keep going in this ministry, and it gives us even more strength. Just the encouraging emails, just the prayer that we get from you guys. It's just it really helps a lot, especially when there's times that we're kind of down, or just even when there's times of discouragement. We really need a family behind us, backing us, praying for us, lifting us up, and so we really would not be able to be here doing this without you guys, without your support, without your prayer. And so we just want to really thank you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts. And so
I think this is what we have for now. We don't want this video to drag too long, but next time when you see us, we'll have an addition.
Yay!
Little baby boy. And so we'll be updating you guys. So thank you so much for your time watching this video. We'll see you next time.
Bye.